Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Today I'm reviewing the brand new Aurora Puro Vintage 2006. This is the cigar and it is gorgeous. It is a Figurado or a Salamon. Notice the different shapes. It is 6.5 by 60. That's what it's listed as. Of course, the 60 is going to be right here because it tapers down as you go toward the cap. Originally, earlier this year, they sold, well, they had an auction and sold a box of 54 Puro Vintage 2006s at the Pro Cigar charity. And inside the chest were Preferidos, Robustos, and Salamons, 54 total, probably 18 of each. And the winning bid was $3,500. Now, if you didn't get those, they decided to make commercially available the Salamon, and that's what we have here today. 6.5 by 60. It commemorates La Aurora's 111th year in business and contains tobacco all from the year 2006. Speaking of that tobacco, it is an Ecuadorian Habana wrapper from 2006. The binder is Dominican. The filler is Brazilian, Dominican, and Nicaraguan. Again, all from 2006. Only 1,500 boxes of 18 cigars are scheduled for release. Now, these are available now, and I am a little unsure of the price point, so I can't give you any information on that. But this cigar is just beautiful. It's a medium brown wrapper. Just wonderfully made. And there's your density if you can make anything out of it. So without further ado, let's get right to it. The Aurora Puro Vintage 2006 Salamon. Well, we've definitely got one of those cigars that's almost too pretty to cut, but we're going to struggle our way through it, right? All right, so let's take off just as little as we can. I'm going to start like that. Oh yeah, nice draw. That was about the perfect amount, actually. Just want to heat up that tip. I'm getting notes of sweet cedar, cinnamon, and earthy coffee, like a Ethiopian coffee, and a light black pepper at about a 7. So that's sort of how it's starting, and I know it's going to expand and change, but right off the bat, you do have those nice flavors. So let's see where the La Aurora goes from here. Well, I'm about an inch in. And the flavors, in addition to what I initially said, you could add a little bit of brown sugar and a lot of roasted nuts. The finish actually has a flavor of cream and roasted nuts with a little bit of lingering pepper. Cigar is really about medium bodied right now. It may or may not go up. We'll have to wait and see. But the by and large, your front end flavors are that sweet cedar, cinnamon, brown sugar, and you had the Ethiopian coffee, which if you've ever had Ethiopian coffee, and I have, it's that earthy coffee flavor. The roasted nuts play a big part on the front end. So that's where we are, and I'll be curious to see if it changes from here. Well, I'm about 2 inches in, and the burn is a little off, but not bad. it's been tending to even up as I go a little bit. Ash has not dropped yet. I'm getting a little bit of butteriness, but I'm thinking it may be coming from the roasted nuts, is giving it some of that, butteriness from those. The coffee is still very prominent. The pepper is intensifying. It's probably up to right around an 8, and it is especially noticed on the finish. A lot more lingering pepper on the finish. Cigar is still medium bodied, but does appear to be moving up a little. At times in the last 10 minutes, this segment also had a little high-end sweetness, which seemed to be almost like a little hint of a cherry, but by and large it didn't last and stick. So you've got that cedar and brown sugar combination quite prominent. But that's where we are. As you can see from the time, we're going to get a nice long smoke out of this cigar. So let's see what happens next. Got about 2.5 inches remaining right at the upper band. I removed the lower band already. This one has to be removed, but your flavors are pretty much a lot of cinnamon and brown sugar. The sweet cedar is still there, but is starting to not be the lead flavor, but however, the cinnamon and brown sugar are very, very prominent. Pepper's still good. The dry nuts, or the roasted nuts, are there, and at times I'm getting dry wood. The finish is pretty much unchanged. The cream is a little sweeter, however. I would give the cigar medium to full body at this point. So it's fairly consistent. There's not a lot of major twists and turns going on, and fans of La Aurora will enjoy this cigar because there are a lot of the similar flavors that I've had in their cigars in the past. Well, I'm down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Here at the end, the coffee notes really came out, the most they have throughout the cigar. The sweeter notes were downplayed. The dry wood / roasted nuts were a little more prominent. But for your sweeter flavors, there was that cinnamon still there and a touch of the cedar. The pepper remained very good, as it was in the last segment throughout to the end. And your finish is pretty much unchanged. It's been a good cigar, medium to full body here at the end from about the midpoint on. Burned fairly evenly. The cigar for me was good. I really wish it had a nice amount of richness and over-the-top butteriness to go with those notes, other flavor notes. But the Puro Vintage 2006 has been Salamon has been a very good cigar. For me, I'm giving it a score of 91. These should be available at your local shops, anywhere that handles La Aurora. Again, I'm unsure of the price point, but well worth trying. So there you have it. The La Aurora Puro Vintage 2006 Salamon 91.